Trading is a summation of technicals and psychology, the majority being psychology and a minority of technicals. But we find it odd how that there's such an abundance of information on trying to achieve a technical edge in your trading, whereas there isn't an abundance of information on trying to achieve a psychological edge in your trading. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the abundance mindset and how to achieve a psychological edge in your trading. I find it hilarious how the way some people trade nowadays, they act like the markets are just running away. Feeling FOMO, pressing the button every time there's something on their charts, and over trading. These are all kind of symptoms, you could say, as to people feeling that the markets are running away and that their opportunity to make money is getting slimmer and slimmer by the day. Now, it doesn't help that there's a lot of influencers and people online preaching about how you should be getting rich now, fast, today. But in trading, it really doesn't work like that. Urgency and working with speed is actually very counterproductive in trading. But you could take this sort of mindset to anything else and it might work. But in trading, it does not work, and things have to be done in a set amount of time for you to see any actual results. So when we talk about the abundance mindset, we have to first understand that the opportunities aren't running away. When I say to people, or when I say in these videos actually, that there is no finish line in trading, I mean that in multiple ways, right? Now, the first way is the obvious way that people understand from face value, that there's no satisfaction that people will get from the amount that they're earning from trading. The amount that people earn from trading will never end. No one will be completely fulfilled or satisfied from what it is that they make from their trading results, from their performance. But the other symbolism that I mean by this is that because the opportunities are not going to end to be able to make money, it means that you will keep finding the opportunities to try and fill this void within you, even though you won't be satisfied anyway. So what I mean by this is also that there is also going to be an abundant amount of opportunities to be able to make money from trading. So first, we need to understand that the markets aren't running away, right? There's always going to be the opportunity there. So now we need to talk about how the markets are really built. They're built to target your human tendencies and your urges, right? So if there's actually one thing that's for certain in these markets, is that they're out here to target actually your urges and your emotions, inflict emotions in you to try and take losing decisions in trading. That is really what the markets are made to do. It's not really here to target your liquidity. It's not really here to target your stop loss, because most likely someone else trades the same way as you. So it's not like the market is specifically targeting you. So now that we've established that the market is actually trying to entice you to taking a losing position without you actually realizing, we have to understand that we need to have a psychological edge to be able to recognize this and understand that it's happening to us, and so that it doesn't happen to us anymore. So the way, or one of the ways that you can do this, is by having the abundance mindset. So what I mean by this is you have to kind of treat trading like your partner. Now, I'm not sure how many guys, or I'm not sure how many women would understand this, but I'm sure for a lot of the guys out there, a lot of the men, they'd understand this quite extensively. So you have to kind of treat trading like your partner. So number one, you have to make sure you're giving the market the time that it needs, and not more than it needs, and not less than it needs. Otherwise, it's going to result in something quite bad. So give it the appropriate amount of time. So a lot of things that most people do when they're a day trader or a scalper is that they'll trade in a certain time window within the day. New York session, London session, Asian session, whatever. You're giving it the appropriate time it needs, and you're only giving it that attention for that specific amount of time. Any more or any less is going to result in something bad either way for the markets. I keep laughing because it's because I'm trying to think in the mindset of a guy trying to maintain a relationship with their partner, and it's just funny because that's exactly how you're meant to treat the markets too. Number 2, you need to not show any desperation or any need to want to make money from these markets. Now, if you reek of desperation, if you reek of neediness and clinginess, being the nice guy to the markets, then you're obviously going to get your ass handed to you also. Because if you keep caressing the markets like this, it means that you're really going to also find more opportunities to lose. You'll find winning opportunities, but you'll mostly find opportunities to lose. Hence why I also say from point number 1 to limit your attention and time for the markets. Don't show any neediness, because you almost have to act like you really don't need the markets. One of the things that most people don't want to admit, right, is that when you have trading as a secondary source of income, when you act like you don't need the markets to sustain yourself financially, your trading performance actually gets better. And I'm really not sure why it is. I guess it's because you're kind of you're filtering out only the best of the best setups. And if you're someone who is probably quite seasoned as a trader, you don't need to dedicate that much time to looking at the charts either. So if there's a setup there, then you can take it. If there's a poor setup, or if there's no setup, then you're probably not going to take it. So, and when I say having trading as a secondary source of income, or as a secondary thing, having something else to keep yourself occupied with, like a job, like a business, or just doing something else in your life, like a hobby or something, having trading as something in the background, it just increases your performance so much better. So again, you can't show desperation or neediness to these markets. Otherwise, if you keep watching it constantly, then you're basically asking for yourself to get faded. And by that I mean see opportunities, but you're basically being led. You don't want to be leaded on like some women do. So essentially my point is, give it the time that it needs. If you give it too much, then the markets will literally chew you up and spit you out like your partner will as well. So that just about wraps up everything I wanted to speak about in this video. If you enjoy transparent, valuable content like this, then consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, and it will help me bring more videos like this, bringing more funny analogies. So I appreciate you guys for listening this far. Stay happy, stay blessed, and thanks for watching.